What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an oil change on a 2005 Subaru Forester XT. Well, let's get at it. Alright, so what you're going to need is a new oil filter, 5 quarts of 5W30 oil, 17mm socket and ratchet, catch pan, flathead screwdriver, a bottle of deep clean fuel system cleaner, an oil filter wrench, some nylon gloves and some shop towels, and an oil funnel. Okay, go ahead and get your car jacked up, and this yellow cap to the right in your engine here, that's going to be your oil fill cap. What we're going to do first is pop that open so we can get airflow when we drain the oil. All right, so now we're on the front passenger side of the car. Here's the skid plate to the underside of the engine. And so what you're going to see here is a engine oil skid plate that's going to be able to turn, and we'll expose where the engine bolt is, and then also where the oil filter is. And so what we got to do is take the little plastic pieces out. Let's see here, this guy right here, and that exposes this little chamber which has the oil filter right there, and the oil plug is just to the south of that. So what we need to do is unscrew that first, and then we'll unscrew the oil filter, and away we go. Okay, make sure you have your catch pan ready, 17mm socket and ratchet. Put it on here. Now that we got that broke, we'll unscrew it with our hand. And be careful because this can come out pretty hot. So I'll try to do it the best I can. I'm sure I'll spill on myself. Oh, it wasn't too bad. We will let that drain. And we'll take our oil filter off. Lefty loosey. Careful, it will be hot coming out. Okay, let's go ahead and put our oil plug back in. Okay, tighten her to spec. Okay, so what we're going to do now is pre-fill our oil filter. I'm going to pour our new oil into our filter and get it pretty full to the top there. And what I like to do is stick my finger here, and we're going to get this gasket wet with new oil. So this is going to ensure that it doesn't stick to the bottom side when we put it back up there. Okay, now this oil filter is ready to be put on. Okay, and before we put our new filter back on, I just like to wipe the surface away, and then just make sure that old gasket also is removed with the old filter, because you don't want a double gasket, otherwise it may leak. And we'll get our new filter and righty-tighty. Okay, and all you want to do is hand tight. You don't want to use a wrench on it or anything, an oil wrench on it. So just hand tight, that should be good to go. All right, so what we're going to do is pour 4.5 quarts in now. Perfect. Put your cap back on. Time to start her up. Perfect. No oil lights. Magic. Let's go check for leaks. We're good. All right, so we're gonna check our oil level through our dipstick just to make sure. So take a rag and just wipe it down. Okay, and we are on the F, which is for the full level. So we are good to go. What I usually like to do is just take a drive around the block, come back and recheck your oil level and just make sure it's all good. Okay, and then how you put this cover back on. Just take there's two pieces, take the bigger piece and put it in first, and then push this guy in. Voila. Make sure to dispose of your oil properly. What I like to do is just take the old bottles that we used and just fill these and then take them to like AutoZone or Napa to recycle. Okay, now we're gonna add the fuel system cleaner. Make sure your tank is semi-full. I'd say either 3/4 or above. This smaller bottle treats up to 15 gallons, so. All right, last but not least, put your service in your service manual. Make sure you write down what you did and the date and the number of miles. I got 163,000 on the car now, so next oil change will be in about 5,000 miles. Hey, make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of content. Like, comment, subscribe down below. See you in the next one.